like it's the worst thing ever. You know, you're going to go to hell if you're gay. So part of me has also wondered if that guilt and that shame has made like men that are gay want to go into the priesthood because they can then be celibate. Like that's another thing I've often wondered. Like it as a
Maybe.
like a repressive
Sure.
sort of thing.
It just makes it worse,
you know?
I think.
Right,
Maybe.
exactly. There's so many different things that make it. And then it's a cult, right? It's a straight cult.
Well, let's move on from Pope and go now to this story. This is so rich. A school trustee apologizes for calling students colored in a meeting about racial threats. A Las Vegas school board member has apologized for using an offensive phrase during a meeting on Thursday. Danielle Ford, a trustee of Nevada's Clark County School District, posted a video on Facebook to apologize for using the term colored students during the meeting about race-based threats at school. Las Vegas News 5 reports. The other one is the safety of colored students in general. These are the two different concerns, Ford said at the time, prompting outrage from parents. I would say that a few things regarding a comment I made about a school board meeting on April 11th, Ford said, I used a word that I know is extremely hurtful to a lot of people, and for that, I am deeply sorry. Thoughts?
What does the NAACP stand for again? National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Well, yeah, but I think
that's the acronym stands for.
I think that they keep that. I think they keep that for a historical context, not so much.
That might be true. I don't particularly like the term "colored" either, but I wouldn't take it as a racist thing. This is how I would handle it as an adult. If I found the term to be something pejorative, I'd be like, I don't particularly care for that term. Can you use something else? You don't make it a 5-star stink about it, because this is in the South. This is actually a well accepted term that. Even Black people will call themselves the colored. Black, find something that everybody agrees upon. I don't care, but I know a lot of Black people that use the word colored. I don't particularly like it. I think it is kind of offensive, but it is still the NAACP. If somebody's offended by it, just say don't use it. That's all. It's simple as that.
Oh no, Steve, no. I know of no.
I do. I know quite a few.
That would consider.
I don't know.
Use that word.
The only person I know that used this word is my grandma, and she's dead.
Yeah, the older people especially, right? Yeah.
But people say people of color, which is way different than saying colored. Colored is like, that's derogatory, and it's separatist, and it's not, in 2019. No.
Yeah, we.
I agree with that. That's what term should we use then, Kyle?
African American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, but they're not all from Africa. I find that to be weird.
But that's what they. Oh no.
That's what they originally. Oh.
What do you refer to people who are of darker complexion, Steve?
Black. I'm white.
Black, I think, is fine. I don't see anything wrong with black. If we're being,
black is beautiful.
Sure, I don't have an issue with black. Colored though, colored is colored has this connotation of back when you had like the Jim Crow laws and everything was still discriminative. You know, in my head, I just picture the signs like colored water fountain only, or that sort of thing. That's the sort of the thing that comes up when I see or hear that. And I think that the NAACP only keeps that for historical context just because of the institution. But however, I think that somebody in regards to this story, I think somebody that is a school trustee having a meeting about racial threats, she should have thought about this. Like, you should think about these things. You should have something prepared and not go off the cuff. And you should know that of all the words that you probably could have used, colored in this context, in this situation, is a really bad idea. Like a really bad idea.
It's a bad decision. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking to a group of people, I mean, even you, Kyle, you can rap, but when you come across certain words, even you go, I think I'm going to hold off on that particular word, right? Because you're probably not going to get away with it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but why take the chance, right? I think she could have gone a different route, yes. Because I don't particularly like the word either. I do find it to be distasteful, but I don't like the word queer either. But of course, people in the gay community, they now accepted that term and they use that term, even though in my generation that was a pejorative. I don't like using it.
I think you got to go with what the groups want to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part,
it changes though. You never know half the time, right? What's acceptable
to
community one day maybe not be tomorrow.
That's why you have to talk to them. I can't believe we're having an argument about I can't.
Okay.
How about Nubian goddesses?
Oh, Steve.
Right, let's go to
Black women are gorgeous. I'm a big fan, actually. They are beautiful women.
Katie, just for you, I decided to put in 2 Florida stories tonight.
Yay!
So, here we go.
Is this one by date? Is this one by date, by the way? You pick up any date.
Florida man threatens to destroy a town with his army of turtles, warning police that they should never have fucked with the saint as he's arrested for shouting obscenities in the streets. Oh, yeah. This is true.
Destroy it.
Only in Florida.
Police received...
Only in Florida.
Let me just go ahead and tell you, though. Believe it or not, this is not the funniest story from Florida tonight. This is just an appetizer.
Teaser?
Police received multiple calls from Sunday afternoon regarding Thomas Devaney Lane, 61, for disturbing the peace at several businesses, including Starbucks, Cafe Surfinista, and Sassy Granny Smoothies. Upon his arrest, Lane is said to have warned officers that his turtle army will destroy everyone and wreak havoc on the local area as revenge for his apprehension. Authorities escorted him back to the police department headquarters, where Lane reportedly pounded on the glass and walls before hastily exiting the station before booking officer could speak with him. He was later found in his car parking lot of a 7-Eleven, where eyewitnesses say the 61-year-old was cursing at customers as they entered the store. As police approached him for the second time, Lane dialed 911 and allegedly told the operator and the responding officers needed to leave now or you will all be sorry you fucked with the saint. I will call my turtles to descend down upon you and wreak havoc.
Is he a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, maybe?
That was the first thing.
Are they hooved?
That's funny.
That was the
turtles.
Yeah.
Professor
That was
Gaines.
the first thing that I thought of too.
Professor Gaines just asked if they were trained with ninja weapons.
That's fantastic.
I don't know. We're into the Ninja Turtles, so like maybe he's got a grandson or something, and then he was just like hitting up the meth pipe, and then he was like, "Whoa, I'm at this parking lot and Ninja Army, woohoo!"
Army of Turtles. It is true. If you go to Google and you type in Florida man and any day, just any date, whatever, in news, there's always going to be a story from that date with some Florida man that did some stupid shit. Go try it out. Okay. Just type in Florida man and then the date news, and you're going to find every day there's something in Florida.
Well, wait till you see what the government's like in Florida. Let's go to the next one, Dave. Tiny town, big charges. A Florida mayor accused of rampant drug use, playing doctor, and attempted murder while in office. At first glance, Port Richey seems like a typical small Florida town on the Gulf Coast, quiet and laid back. Look closer, though, and you'll find allegations of corruption that would grab major headlines in the biggest of cities. In 2015, Dale Masad was elected mayor of Port Richey, which sits about 25 miles northwest of downtown Tampa. In February 2019, police said that a SWAT team visited his house to serve a warrant, only to have Masad fire 2 shots at them and leave in handcuffs. He's lucky he's not dead, they said. In between, according to the Tampa Bay Times, prosecutors alleged that while he was in office, Masad paid for and regularly used crack cocaine and methamphetamine. Masad served as a doctor for his friends, stitching them up at his home. A man who lived in an apartment attached to Masad's home for about 4 months told state law enforcement agents that he saw the mayor smoke and eat crystal-like meth. He also said that at times Masad would snort meth before playing golf. Masad, who is 68, faces 5 charges of premeditated attempted homicide and felony charges of practicing medicine without a license and unlawful use of a two-way communications device, all stemming from the February arrest. Before the SWAT team visit, Port Richey police told agents that he saw a scalpel on the counter while at Masad's house. According to court records obtained by the Times, Masad said he was just helping some people out that couldn't afford medical insurance. How creepy is that? How creepy? Okay, look at this mugshot. Look at this mugshot. Would you let this guy
that says meth? Nothing
operate
about
on you?
I mean, they're perfectly round. Nothing about that says crack cocaine to me. Nothing.
He looks like
that
he's
is
from New
frightening.
Kind of
Jersey.
close together.
That's frightening.
I feel like what's his name? He looks like his name would be Gino, and he's from New Jersey.
Nope, his name is Masad. Believe it or not, though, he was a mayor. Like, somebody elected this guy to be the mayor of their town, and the mayor is operating on people because they don't have medical insurance. What is going on? Like, seriously, what's going on in the world? Like, this is, and then he shoots at agents. He shoots at the SWAT team. This is the mayor.
I'm surprised he's not dead. How is this guy still alive? He got lucky.
I don't know.
This guy is like, I have a friend that he could hang out with.
But if you thought that was wild, that hails in comparison to our final story. Chaos at Walmart. As a woman performs karate, son exposes himself and dog steals food, police say. Now I'm going to give everyone here just a second to.
It's almost as good as the lady that was like using all the vibrators at Walmart.
Oh, this is way better. Let me pull up my story here. Okay. Chaos descended on a Wisconsin Walmart store Wednesday night after a karate performing mother, her naked son, and their belligerent dog shoplifted and ran amok in the store. The Eau Claire Police Department said on social media that the officers responded to a call that a woman, who is Lisa Smith, and her dog Bo shoplifted items from the store. The woman's son, 26-year-old Benny Van, was causing chaos in the store as well. Police learned that Smith came into the shop with Bo unleashed, the dog immediately running off towards customers, while the woman was pulling apart displays in the store and placing them in her cart. After being told to leave, the woman began showing off her karate moves in the parking lot to fend off police officers. The dog tried to flee the crime scene, albeit unsuccessfully, with a box of Jiffy cornbread muffin mix in his mouth. And after a brief fight with officers, Smith was arrested as a last-ditch attempt. She attempted to kick a window out of a police car. Her son, meanwhile, was getting fully naked and began exposing himself to other customers at the store. He then tried to cover himself with new clothes from the store without intending to pay for them, police said. After the officers confronted Van, he threatened to run over them with a scooter, prompting the police to use physical force to stop the scooter and arrest the man.
And this is different from any other weekend in Walmart. How?
I know it was like way in the early of the story, but my favorite part was she was like dismantling displays.
You're an incompetent, delusional moron.
Putting them in her cart.
You can't write a story better than that. I don't think that is absolutely Walmart to a T. I think it's so great.
They should have maybe.
Was this
it would only have been better if the lady that was using like the 37 dildos would have been there too.
Was this particular Walmart in Florida? Come on now.
No, it was in Wisconsin, of course, because Wisconsin is crazy.
What do they do? They get together before they go to Walmart and say, okay, son, what I want you to do is I want you to get naked in the middle of the aisles, put some clothes on, and we'll steal them that way while I do some karate chopping, and we'll let the dog run around eating food. I don't even know how this stuff even comes to be.
You can't make this stuff up, I don't think. It is amazing how this is the epitome of what you would think Walmart craziness is. Like, you couldn't have written a better story than this, I don't think. But let's move away from